I think it goes without saying that we're all acutely aware of the epic proportions of the crisis we're facing with rhino poaching, and we are also aware that there are lots of disjointed and diverse activity taking place in terms of rhino conservation. One of the milestones of today, other than being an absolutely historic occasion where we have parties who have come together in a collaboration and a joint venture to actually kickstart this campaign. It's also going to see the start of the very first campaign bearing an official SANParks Fundraising Seal of approval. So from now on, you can know where your money goes.
So much happened then in bringing the rhino. In 1998, we had about 10,000, plus or minus 10,000 of these, from an original population of 300. So it's really a success story.
When I first heard about the plight of the rhino, it was in Holland. When Bryn Pine James was visiting our brewery, I've seen how illegal poaching is, and that it is threatening the extinction of the rhino. And it touched my heart for two reasons. And as a brewer of an independent company, I understand how important it is to fight for your survival. And secondly, I really believe to sustain a legacy for generations to come. We have our brewery on loan from our children. That's the way we see it. And I see the rhino exactly the same way. We have the obligation to our children to ensure the future of these animals.
I'm here to read a message from the Minister, Mrs. Edna Molewa, who is the Minister of Water and Environmental Affairs. She endorsed the Adopt So Our Rhino Don't Die campaign by saying, "I'm filled with mixed emotions. I'm filled with extreme sadness based on my knowledge of the carnage we are currently facing with the senseless slaughtering of our rhino."
And the idea is that what we want to do is, our target is 1,000 virtual adoptions per rhino. Dr. Mabunda has already indicated, I think a budget of around about R1 billion is going to be required to really effectively implement this campaign. And that is our target, starting in South Africa with Bavaria as the spark. And they've graciously said, we don't want to be the heroes, we'll just start it and put the challenge out to the rest of the world, corporate South Africa, businesses, individuals, to say, come on board now.
Mr. Swinkel has just been given a certificate. He's the first person to adopt a rhino.
SANParks is one of our public entities that are looking after our rhinos. We endorse and appreciate this initiative because in dealing with the scourge, you need partnerships, you need funding, you need technology to do so. Therefore, this intervention will work well in contributing in the fight against rhino poaching.
Well, our involvement is providing the space for partnership to create that platform on which we can all collaborate towards saving the rhino. As you know, South African National Parks is the custodian of more than 80% of the country's rhino.
So our aim and objective of what we're doing here is to get national parks to the consumer, making sure that the Adopt a Rhino campaign happens through the 5 big retailers with Bavaria as our backers, to make sure that they're the spark behind what's going forward. So we challenge all South Africans to get behind it, buy a 6-pack of 0.0 Bavaria beer and adopt a Rhino.